raphustle.com. Hope everybody is enjoying today with their family and their friends. I know it's a lot of good food being passed around the table and all that. And a lot of people are chilling, so I'm sitting here chilling, waiting for the food to get done. My lovely wife is definitely creating a feast over here. And in the meantime, in between time, I was surfing online, and I came across an interesting essay by a guy that we all know in the hip-hop community.
Are you ready to see your brand on TV? Your competitors will wish they had known about it. With Skye, you can launch targeted TV.
Excuse me. By the name of Proffesor Skye. He has an online broadcast called Proffesor Skye's Record Review, where he does review on music, mostly hip-hop. Get down, man. Mostly hip-hop music. I got to watch the sun while I'm doing this, too. And he has a essay or a theory on the hip-hop culture with an S, because basically explaining that even though hip-hop is a culture started in the United States, it has a lot of different cultures within the culture. And I'm finding it interesting, so I want to share with you guys. So that's what we're about to do right now. If you are live right now with me or later on, you like what you see and hear, please come from over there, man. Come from under there. Go in the room. Go in the room. Go in the room. As long as he see all these decorations, he's going to continue to do what he does. He's a 2-year-old boy. I'm not mad at him. But we trying to concentrate, and he's making too much noise and doing too much reckless stuff, pulling down the decorations. You know how kids do. It is the holiday, so you got to give them a pass on that. But back to what I was talking about. He has an essay and a theory. It is called "The Real Problem with Drake" and a simplified theory of hip-hop culture with an S. So I'm going to load that up onto the screen real quick. Bear with me here.
YouTube Chicks. Get ready. Know what to do, Chicks.
Smooth. Hey, Chicks.
All right, shout out to Chick Smooth.
And it's not even that it's because they're white kids from Ohio, because white kids from Ohio can easily.
So I'm going to start this over from the beginning.
Monday.com. Let me show you how I...
And I want y'all to bear with me. If you logged in with me, you ain't got nothing else to do. Let's watch this essay and see. He's an interesting guy, man. He's a professor, actually. I don't know which college or anything he works at, but I've been paying attention to him online, giving his commentary on what's been going on with Drake and Kendrick. And I find his words to be credible words and interesting the way that he brings his perspective as a guy from outside of the culture looking in. So let's get to it. Here we go.
Not rehash the laundry list. In this essay, I want to address the real, deeper, structural, categorical problems with Drake and evil. But it is inauthentic.
Come on, let me get this right. Let me get this right.
And sometimes it can be.
Bear with me. Here we go.
In this essay, I want to address the real, deeper, structural, categorical problems with Drake and not rehash the laundry list of issues, too pop, too much singing, cultural appropriation, crimes, lawsuits, ghostwriting, skill level, all that stuff. I want to break it down and make it a little bit simpler, but also deeper. Because I think the real problem with Drake is that he's a goose who thinks he's a duck. In order to explain this, I'm going to have to do a professory style thing.
Before he explains that, that's interesting. I know why he's using goose and duck because, in Canada, the Canadian goose, you know what I'm saying, versus the American duck. I get that part. But here's the thing that's so funny about that. If you may not know, they refer to a male duck as a Drake. Yeah. So if you're out here having Thanksgiving dinner and you're having a duck and it might be a male duck, congratulations, you are eating Drake. And he got cooked in time for Thanksgiving, so enjoy your Drake. Let's keep it moving.
Put forth a theory, and also, of course, do a YouTuber thing and kind of do a bait and switch on you. But if you like my style, I think you're going to like this video. I am going to get Drake. I am going to discuss him in this context. But I want to also put forth the idea of sort of a simplified view of hip-hop cultures, discussing the two authentic forms as well as two inauthentic forms of hip-hop culture. And hopefully this will lead to some distinctions which I have not seen drawn clearly, which I think might actually help people when they discuss hip-hop and what it means. So thank you for auditing the Always Positive New Music Review Show, hosted by a French professor who hopes you enjoy the pitter-patter of rain. It is Thanksgiving Day here in America. My house is completely full. There's nowhere for me to record, so I have to be out here while my hands slowly freeze. And I developed this whole idea actually just a couple days ago. I was on the Culture United live stream on Justin Hunt's channel, The Company Man, and
If you're not familiar with the Culture United, it's a dope podcast put on by Justin Hunt where he invites other creatives on the platform to talk about whatever the topic may be for that day. And it's been interesting, and I'm thinking it started because of this rap beef, but I've been enjoying watching it. I'm pretty sure if you love hearing commentary, real commentary from some real historians and people who are a part of the culture who have understandable disagreements about what's going on, or maybe they do agree, you need to watch the Culture United. Follow Justin Hunt's page. It's all happening. You're going to enjoy that, I promise. I enjoyed the talk the other day. But let's get to it.
I'm very thankful for that whole project, and it wasn't my best performance, I'm going to be honest. It was pretty late at night. I had woken up at 6 a.m. to talk about Kendrick. I'd given a 2-hour lecture at a local college, so I was pretty tired. But right sort of in the middle, like I had sort of like, wait, I think I figured it out. And I tried to describe this theory in 20 seconds. While sort of derailing the conversation. So I apologize to all my colleagues over there, and I want to really get into it here, like kind of flesh it out. Sorry, I put my coffee too far away. So let's talk about this, and I'm going to keep it cute. I'm going to keep going with this kind of cute animal imagery because you'll see, okay? So I want to talk about the primary form of hip-hop, okay? By primary, I mean most important, but also first. That's what I call the duck form. I chose duck randomly, okay? There's no secret sort of animal thing to be read in. Well, okay, it is Thanksgiving, and we do eat duck in Thanksgiving in our house, so I do like duck very much. But anyways, the primary form. This is the primary form that is an artistic expression for and by Black Americans, okay? Art by Black Americans. That's what it is. Describing their humanity in a variety of ways. Their emotional, physical, social, societal, cultural, sexual, psychological state, all of it. All the breadth of humanity expressed. Okay? And now, I say this all the time. That's why I always have this very close to say I'm not in a position to properly contextualize, because, I am obviously not of that culture. I don't know it, I observe it, and I'm a tourist. This is in some ways an unofficial sequel to my video about being a tourist in hip-hop. But the problem is this, and it's a problem and not a problem at the same time. This duck culture, this primary form of hip-hop culture is shorthanded to the culture. And it ends up being sort of a broader term, which can sometimes just refer to Black American culture. Sometimes the terms are used almost interchangeably. And what that means is cultures shift. All cultures shift. Black American culture shifts. White American culture shifts, all culture shifts over time. So that when people talk about the culture, they're actually talking about a whole series of very complicated, shifting societal forces. It was one thing and it was something else. So I think that's an important thing to keep in mind, that whenever people talk about the culture, it's a moving thing. Wow, maybe I should have chosen crows as one of my little birds here, because I got lots of sound out here. And what makes it so important, and why I think hip-hop is so special, is that it was never stolen. Unlike virtually every other art made by Black Americans, hip-hop was not stolen. It has been protected from the inauthentic forms that are threatening it. Somehow it manages to stay the culture. But it needs to be protected. But this is the thing. This is what it is. This is the primary form, but it is not the only form of hip-hop. And that's maybe my most, I don't know, controversial thing to say. Okay? Because it was never...
Let me know what you think. You think that was a controversial thing to say? Basically saying that the birth of hip-hop in America is the primary form of hip-hop, but then there's other forms of hip-hop that were created because of that. I mean, because we all know, even over here in America, we got trap, we have backpack rap, we have different kinds of, you got your comedy rap, you got Christian rap, you know what I'm saying, and so forth and so on. So I understand what he's saying in that realm. Let me know what you think. Let's keep it moving.
Never stolen, but it was gifted. It was gifted.
Oh yeah, and it must be protected. Like he said, it must be protected. That's why you have people like me here, to give you what's real. Let's go.
Gifted to the world. And this was gifted by, people hearing it and taking it on. It was also intentionally spread by the Zulu Nation in the early 1980s. Africa Bambaataa took a tour of the world called the New York City Rap Tour, where he took Phase 2 as a graffiti artist, and DST as a DJ, and himself, and the Rocksteady crew, and he showed all the elements of hip-hop. Breaking, graffiti, MCing, DJing, and he showed it all around the world, and people actually learned it. This was his gift to the world. I think we're just going to have to rock with those crows. They're just going to be here the whole time.
Making a text-only design used to take hours of hard work trying to figure out how to get the right adjustment.
While this commercial play, you could tell that this guy studies hip-hop in its purest form. He just name-dropped people who went on tour with African Bambaataa in the Zulu Nation to take hip-hop on a tour to show the world what hip-hop was about. For him to know something, I like most of those names he mentioned other than Africa Bambaataa, I had no idea who they was. So that goes to show how this man digs into what he's talking about, and this is why we're here watching him, for anybody who's trying to figure out why are we listening to this guy. He's credible in his research that he's done and his support for the culture to be able to speak on what he's speaking on. And we here to hear people out on how they feel and what they think about hip-hop in this day and age 50 years later. Because we got to understand, it's 50 years. 51 years. Going on 52. So we have to know what's going on out here in order for these artists to really know why Drake is taking the hit that he's taking at this time. Because I know and understand that a lot of these artists who may be big fans of Drake, who are pro-Drake and don't understand this, they need some understanding. And if you don't know where you came from, you don't know where we're going with this. That's why y'all looking at us crazy, talking about we hating on Drake, but no. The purest form of hip-hop, Drake is in violation, period. You didn't know that then, you about to learn it now. And if you want to learn more, just follow me, Rico the Plug, in this podcast, The Real Rapper Rico the Plug, because I'm going to give you nothing but real rap. And I'm also looking for some independent artists with some good music to support, do interviews with, market, promote, so we can get that out to the world, so we can even the playing fields from what we do hear and what we do see. So make sure you sign up for the Rap Hustler theraphustle.com. Create your hustle's profile page, and let's hustle together. Like, subscribe, and comment. Get us in the algorithm. Do whatever you got to do to support, man. You know how this thing go. Let's keep it moving.
This gift to the world morphed into the secondary form of hip-hop. Not the primary, not the most important, but the secondary form. I call it VOV. That stands for the voice of the voiceless. And that's what makes it so interesting. It is a tool, a very easily adapted tool, both in terms of the amount of money it takes to start doing and just the amount of basic talent you need to start doing it. A very low bar of entry, which means that the voiceless all over the world can use this tool in a similar way to the way that it is used in Black American culture. So this is when you get to the amazing instances of immigrant culture in other countries. For the people who are marginalized anywhere, can be their voice. Sometimes it's not even a question of ethnicity or of race or of immigration. Sometimes it's just the politically marginalized. They can use this tool, all right? Some prominent examples, any UK hip-hop, perfect example. Well, most UK hip-hop, perfect example. French hip-hop, there's a reason that France is the #2 country in the world for hip-hop and for rap music.
I personally myself never heard of French hip-hop, and I didn't know that French hip-hop was considered the #2 form of hip-hop. See, we could all learn from each other. I would have thought UK would be the second biggest, but now we know that France is the second biggest geographic for hip-hop. That's interesting to know. This is why I'm listening to Proffesor Skye. The guy is deep, and he does a lot of research, man. Y'all need to follow him, Proffesor Skye. Record, or the Proffesor Skye record, whatever, record review on YouTube. Let's keep it moving.
It's because the voiceless really needed hip-hop culture at the moment that they got it. So, I'll give an example. One of the best or most famous groups in the history of French rap is called NTM, Supreme NTM, which means Supreme, fuck your mother. Very good band. And one of the rappers is a guy named Cool Shen. And you look at him and
We is not finna slide by the fact that this man said the name of it is Supreme NTM, and it means Supreme fuck your mother. Damn. So they started basically their hip hop because of battling. Because that's what that sounds like to me, that they picked up that form of battle rap and they took that and got aggressive with it, and that's why they call it Supreme Fuck Your Mother. That's what I can get from that. Tell me what you got from that. Leave a comment, let us know you listening, man. Let's keep it moving. Shout out to Proffesor Skye for that information, man. I'm glad I chose this one, man. Let's keep it moving.
He's just a white guy. So you think I say, hey, if I told you that one of the realest hip-hop dudes in the history of the world is a white French guy, you might be like, there's no way. But his parents were Portuguese. He was an immigrant. He grew up in a housing project in the northern suburbs of Paris. He was a gifted graffiti artist, a gifted breaker, a gifted DJ, and a gifted MC. Because that's the other thing, because the culture shifts. When it exports, sometimes it acts differently outside. So, an American will probably never win the breaking competitions in the Olympics. Probably never will. Because for the most part, American hip-hop culture has let that art form, they've ceded their place to other countries that respect that art form more, for the most part, right? As a good example is France. So,
That was an interesting point that he makes there. We all just witnessed hip-hop, or breakdancing, a part of hip-hop, have its first year in the Olympics. And we all know that the Olympics is competition against the different countries to see who's the best in the world. And we seen the results, and we've seen what we've seen with the breakdancing girl from Australia. And we had to ask ourselves, how did this happen? Well, like the man said, because we in America, we started breakdancing. Well, obviously breakdancing started in Africa, to tell you the truth. It wasn't called breakdancing, no. It was just something that they was doing. The term breakdancing came from the United States, so that's where breakdancing started at. But the origins of why they do it, it came from Africa, in case you didn't know that either. But the man just said that the reason why we may never see an American win a gold medal in breakdancing at the Olympics is because we as a culture have set that part of the culture aside, and we stopped paying attention to it, while other countries picked it up and it became something that they love, to the point where now it's a sport in the Olympics. Something that we in America, when we was just doing it as a way to like express ourselves dance wise, create new different styles and dances and battle against each other with it, because it's always come from who's better. But because we put that down and let it, I was a break dancer myself, man. Like, I was great at it, man. But we basically just let it go. Other people picked it up. They have more interest in it than we do, and that's breakdancing, one of the elements of hip hop. So therefore, we probably would never see an American get a gold medal. I doubt that to be true, because now that we know that it is a part of the Olympics, I'm pretty sure a lot of people in America, because there's still breakdancers in America, it's just not as big over here. Pretty sure a lot of them that know now that they can get in the Olympics, they will be going to be a part of the Olympics. And I'm going to challenge him and say that I think he might be wrong in that department. But he's right in the fact that we did let it go, and that we didn't care about it. The other cultures picked it up, and they care more about it than we do. See, in the spirit of Thanksgiving, we giving thanks because whatever we thanking other God for or people for, it comes with appreciation. To thank, it comes with appreciation. And appreciation is love. And see, because we didn't appreciate the love that we got, the feeling that we got when we was breakdancing, to the point where we didn't continue to make that a big thing, a big part of the culture, other countries has picked it up and they have ran with it, because we tend to not love the things that we put into the world, so we give it away, and we end up being enslaved due to our own detriment of not paying attention to the jewels that God give us to put down and pick up. Are you putting down what I'm picking up? This is real rap. Let's keep it moving. My son need me.
No, like what? So Cool Shen isn't hip hop, even though he absolutely, just like Joey Starr, the other member of his band of Martinican origin, they use this tool that was given to them, and they use it with excellence and skill, and in the exact or in virtually the same way as it was intended. I think we could even say that Americans can be goose rappers, okay? I think that's what, non-black Americans, if they show enough craft, right? If they work hard enough at their craft, and they respect the fact that no matter how good of a goose they are, they will never be a duck, okay? As long as they never try to say, I'm a duck, they are encouraged and fostered, and even can be in community.
I love where you're going with it. I see your angle with that, but I'm going to disagree simply because you don't have to be a foundational black African American to be considered an authentic hip hop person. We have Eminem, and we don't look at him as if he's an outside part of this game. No. Hip hop may have started in the streets, what they call the ghetto of the United States, but trust and believe, just like when you go to clubs and you go to anywhere where parties is at, there were all types of cultures involved in that inception of hip hop. It wasn't just black people. You had Puerto Ricans, you had Cubans, you had all types of people in 1971, 72, 73 in the streets of New York putting on parties and dancing, and right there when the first breakbeat ever came about, and right there when the first rapper ever hit the stage at one of their shows or whatever or whatnot, right there when people started doing the breakdance battle. So we can't say that you are a goose in the United States, because if you truly have love for the art, and I know a lot of ethnic people that really have love for the art, whether their skin tone is black, white, pink, orange, yellow, brown. I'll give y'all an instance. I'm from Minnesota, and the Abstract Pack was a big conglomerate of rappers and artists and stuff. Then you had the Rhyme Sayers, and all these folks are white, different, you know what I'm saying, different ethnic groups besides foundational black African Americans. And we also have the Rhyme Sayers. Rhyme Sayers Records has been considered one of the biggest independent labels in the culture, which was started by some, I don't like using the terms white and black, but, you know, for lack of better terms, some of our white counterparts here in Minnesota who started Rhyme Sayers, they brought you artists like Brother Ali. That's this one female artist, I forget her name, man. If you know it, just leave it in the comment. But and they're all about hip hop, man. You know, they even got so far to it to where they contracted Freeway from Philly into an album deal under Rhyme Sayers Records. So I'm gonna have to disagree with him on the fact that you are a goose, according to his terminology, why he's using goose and duck. You're still a duck if you are from the United States, even if you're from a different ethnic group of foundational black African Americans. Anybody who disagree with me or whatever, if you agree with me, leave a comment. Let me know what you think about that. But Proffesor Skye, I'm gonna have to say that your terminology of using anybody who comes from the United States who love hip hop, like, I don't know if you're from the United States, but like yourself, if you are, you wouldn't be considered a goose, because your love for this is what makes you a part of this. Now, if you only here to destroy it, if you're only here to reap benefits off of it, then no, you could be the duck. You could be the goose. You know what I'm saying? Cause you could love it, but only for your gains in it. Like if you didn't have nothing to gain from it, you wouldn't even deal with it. You wouldn't listen to it. I believe that you yourself, Mr. Skye, have listened to hip hop before you even started talking about it. So you're a duck. If we playing duck, duck, goose, you know what I'm saying? We just gonna have to find another goose. The goose would be the people who really just here to gain from it, but don't have no love for it. Hey, leave that there. Put that food back. Put that back. My son is acting up. Let's get back to this. Put that down, boy.
Ducks. You know, Alchemist, Eminem, Mac Miller, right? There's tons of them. So what's the problem with Drake? The problem with Drake is that he's a goose, man. He's a Canada goose. Yeah, but he's more than a goose. He is the goat. He's the greatest the greatest goose of all time, all right? Of all non-black Americans, has anybody had a bigger influence, more artistic success than Drake? Absolutely not. And it's real. I understand there's a lot of ways to discount Drake, but I think he's real. I think his expression of hip-hop is a real expression of hip-hop. I don't think it is, at least in origin, exploitative. I think he did have an alienating upbringing. I do think he struggled with a lot of the same issues that other...
Before he finished that, I don't think that people are looking at Drake like he's not a part of hip hop, because anybody could love hip hop, anybody could do hip hop. But as far as the soul of the culture of hip hop, he's soulless when it comes to hip hop. He's using it for his own gains. He just said on the stream that, I don't like rap, it's getting weird. So you just trying it out now, it's not really fun to you no more. So you're going to Australia, what you going to start doing, Aussie music, whatever they call it down there, country music, whatever. So anybody who really loved hip hop, they wouldn't have that by the way type of attitude about it. You know what I'm saying? They would still have the love and the passion for it, enough to fight for it, not give up on it. You see what I'm saying? So that's why he is not like us. You could love rap, you could love to do rap, but you don't have no soul for this. It's not in your soul, it's on your person. It's not in you, it's on you. You wearing it like a costume. That's the best way I could put that. So yeah, we're not upset with Drake at all. Matter of fact, I love that he did what he did, because he exposed himself and he showed people what I've been telling people for years, man. Like, bro, these folks are just hyping these people, putting these people in position to be the head of what we started, what we created, and to confuse these kids into thinking that you have to be all that to do this. No, bro. You don't have to put on no dress like Young Thug to do this. You don't have to be fake like Drake to do this. You just got to be real to this. If you're going to do it, be real to it. If you got a passion to fly an airplane, man, and you go and learn how to fly an airplane, man, don't, when the shit get boring, nigga want to take your hands off the motherfucking wheel, nigga, he gonna crash, just like Drake did. Let me keep him going. Let's keep moving.
I do think that being half Jewish and half black is something that deserves to be expressed and understood. Okay, I do think he used the tools of hip hop to do what hip hop should do.
Are you ready to see your brand on TV? Your competitor
Used the tool. But the problem was proximity. Canada's super close to America. And let's face it, some of our culture overlaps, okay? And I'm not being like an American chauvinist here, all right? Most great American comedy these days is Canadian, you know? So, or a lot of, anyways.
See, I don't know who's creating that narrative as if we're saying Canada is not hip hop and none of that, because that's not what we're saying. We never said that. Nobody's ever said that. The only thing it's saying is anybody who is like Drake, who is soulless, who doesn't care about the culture, is only using it for their benefit. They are not like us. They're not like us because we care about this culture enough to where we're not going to put our reputations and stuff on the line just for money, because it was never really about the money. The money makes it better for us to get our families and stuff out of the situations we were born in, but for us, it's the love of this game. If you love something, you appreciate it, you're thankful for it, and you take care of it, period. If you love your car and you might have a cousin who might be from across seas, let's use this as an example. You love your car, you're going to let your family in America use it, you're going to let your cousin in Canada use it, right? Now, let's say your cousin from Canada's been using your car, but just throwing trash all over the car, and you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you love that it gets you from A to B, but you really don't care about my car because you ain't taking care of it when you in it. Bro, you don't get to drive no more. Simple as that. Let's keep it moving on.
What I'm saying, right? It's the proximity, okay? The proximity. Here's Drake, and he's in the pond, and he's playing, and he's making songs with more and more ducks, more and more members of the primary culture, writing songs with them, in brotherhood with them, collab albums. The public can't tell the difference because the public is racist and they don't care. Either they actively want him to replace Black Americans, or they just don't care. And so the public treated him like a duck, and he's swimming around in the pond.
I hope y'all caught that jewel that he just said there. He said either they want him to replace Black Americans or they just don't care. They not like us. They don't care. They're only in it to benefit what they want to benefit off of it, which would be whitewashing it. Why? Because it makes so much money. If we can say that Drake is the best rapper of all time and put him in a position to where nobody can get on top of him and beat him, he's just considered the king of rap all of a sudden. It's a corporate takeover, bro. They did it to Yahweh. He turned his name to Jesus Christ. They made all kind of funny stories about it that you don't know is the truth or not. Take that with you, man. That's a matter for you to eat, feast on while you eating your Thanksgiving Day dinner, your Indigenous People Day dinner. You're just being thankful dinner, man. And happy all your days, but let's keep it moving.
And he's there, and everyone just says, oh my God, he is the most, this goose is the most successful duck of all time. All right? It's a category issue. Drake is a category issue. It should be good enough that he is.
One thing we do know about this goose is it's a cooked goose. Y'all let me know how that goose tastes over there on y'all plate, man. You know what I'm saying? Happy Drake Day, man. You know what I'm saying? He was cooked just in time for Thanksgiving dinner. Thank you, Kendrick Lamar. Let me know how your feast is tasting over there, though. Leave a comment. Subscribe to the channel, man. We are going to get our viewers up. We're not trying anything. We're going to get our viewers up. And the more our viewers go up, the more we're going to be bringing real content to you. We're going to be inviting some of these artists that we know, that you know, some of these executives that we know that you do not know, that you may need to know, and also some of these up-and-coming artists, models, and content creators and entrepreneurs, so that we can all get familiar with each other, use each other's services, products, listen to the music, enjoy the people's movies. And look, man, we got to take care of our culture, man. It's our culture, our call. That's the tagline for the hip-hop fraternity. Our culture, our call, which was a tagline created by yours truly. The hip-hop fraternity. You might not see it because the speaker's in front of it. But it's there. You see it. The hip-hop fraternity. I'm going to tear my set down and prove my point to y'all, man. This is bigger than me. Our platform is bigger than me being on here just talking. This platform is about us. Like FUBU, for us, by us. And if you ain't with it, then you not like us. But let's keep it going. Proffesor Skye, I like what you're talking about. I do have some disagreements on some things, but I really know where you was going when you thought about it, so I appreciate it.
Is the greatest goose there has ever been. The greatest example of somebody outside of Black American culture using this tool gifted to the world by Black American culture. And that is why Kendrick had to pop off. He had to say, he is not like them. No, a goose is not the most successful duck of all time. Because the one and the most important rule, and this is the rule that I talked about in my tourism guide to being a non-black participant in hip-hop culture, is if you are in that space, you better know it. You better say it. I mean, I'm not even a goose. I'm a freaking mayfly. I don't know what I'm a crow flying by, whatever it is, right? Like, I don't even make hip-hop. I just observe it, right? But it's like, you better acknowledge that this is not my pond. This is not my space. I am just here. And that's the problem, okay? Does that make sense? Do you see that that's actually, I'm trying to be compassionate here to Drake.
That makes a lot of sense to me. He's got more. It's like a 20-minute thing. I'm not going to play the whole thing. I'm going to give you an opportunity to go follow his page and go check out the rest of what he has to say. But up to the point where what he just said, that's why Kendrick did what he did, bro. It has nothing to do with his skin tone. It has nothing to do with where he's from. It's all about what's in his heart, man. And his heart is not hip-hop. It's not in him. It's on him. He's wearing it like a costume. He is an actor playing a rapper on the internet. With that being said, I had an opportunity to get invited onto a podcast from Toronto. Shout out We Love Hip Hop. It's a Toronto podcast by the homie Friday. I'm going to call him the homie, man, you know, because I've been watching him for the last couple of months since this battle started, you know, because I wanted to find out, well, what's really going on the hip-hop scene in Toronto then. Like, give us the artists in Toronto that we need to hear and know about. And I just see that a lot of them platforms in that area, they just like champion Drake so much. And I'm like, bro, y'all in a position to take what Drake did and create a space for the next Drake that's coming out of Toronto, the next Goose that's coming out of Toronto that can be accepted by us in our culture. See, the music was good enough for Drake to be accepted because music is music. The expression of music is great no matter where you came from. You being the best rapper in hip hop is not, bro. Most of the best music you make, you're not really rapping, you're really singing. You got a great melodical skill. Rap comes with verbal skill, content skill, like what you're talking about, and you got good concepts. Most of your concepts is about women, partying, and like Kendrick said, we love when you got us, you know, dancing, and we love doing all that, bro. But once you started acting like you gonna catch a body like that, talking about you got mob ties and then disrespecting people within our culture, disrespecting the ladies within our culture, and standing on business as if you the biggest thing around here, bro. Slow your roll, bro. We done invited you into the car, man. Now you just throwing all types of trash around, man. You about to, man, look. We finna clean this up. If you gonna keep driving it, bro, you need to take care of it. If not, you need to get the fuck out of here, bro. Simple as that, man. I guess I learned yesterday when I was on the podcast, though, that a lot of the cussing, the F-bombs, is, you know, get you not demonetized. But, man, you know, look, they can demonetize my YouTube. I'm not on YouTube really to get money off of YouTube. I'm on YouTube to get followers off of YouTube, to come to our website, our platform, theraphustle.com, sign up and socialize with us on our social entertainment media platform over there. So if you're an artist, model, entrepreneur, content creator, or just somebody who loves the hip-hop culture and want to be where the real rap is at, sign up for theraphustle.com, create your hustler's profile page, and let's hustle together. Because this is the only way we're going to be able to have control of some things of our own art and be able to tell the people, nah, this is what's hot around here. we don't care what y'all doing over there. That's cool. We accept that too. But man, don't come around here trying to change rules and rewrite history around here, man, and get the line and trying to manipulate. And, you know, you're doing too much, bro. And you acting like we don't see it. Like hip hop didn't become a real thing because it was created by some fake motherfuckers. It would have never became what it is if it was created by some fake shit. So no, we don't indulge with real shit. They say real recognize real, but we recognize fakes too. Period. Tekashi 6ix9ine, I recognized you. I seen you. How you from the gang culture, first of all. And you got rainbow hair. Nobody in this culture that I've been a part of my whole life has ever presented theyself like that, fam. Cut it out. Knew it off top. But for the kids who's watching this and listening to people like academics and feeling like, oh, academics is the biggest in hip hop, no. Academics is not hip hop because he's black and he talks about hip hop. You can tell by the way he talks about it that he is not like us. He's doing it for his monetary gain, what he can get off of hip hop. If hip hop wasn't popular, what would he be doing then? That's the question. If he couldn't destroy these people's lives by talking about the beefs and stuff that they got going on in the background, because rarely do he report on the independent artist's music. I barely see him introduce any independent artists, and with, you know, all the numbers that he got on his platform, he could be helping a lot of independent artists get on. But this is how you know he's selfish. He never invites an independent artist that we don't know about on this platform to get us familiar with him. What that mean? He don't give a fuck. As long as you watching him, whether you arguing with him, whether you agree or disagree, them numbers is going up and he's getting a check from YouTube for it. Whether you are arguing with him in the chat line or whatever, he doesn't care. He's getting paid off of that. But we have kids that's listening to that who are under the influence of it, and they're thinking that everything this guy is talking about is real. I'm talking about, let me take Proffesor Skye. Y'all make sure y'all follow Proffesor Skye, but check it out. I'm talking about I'm hearing people with this narrative about Drake is doing this to save Black America. First of all, that's where you fucked up at. Because him going up against a music company about music business ain't got shit to do with Black America. That has everything to do with the entertainment business. And there's more than black people in the entertainment business. So if he's really doing it, he's doing it for the artists in the entertainment business. He's not doing it for Black America. Like Tariq Nasheed said, which is another brother of the hip-hop fraternity, man, look, bro, you was not Malcolm X or Martin Luther King, bro. We do not accept that fake narrative that this guy is doing it for our benefits, bro. You never did anything else for the culture. Do us a favor. Don't do us no favors. And don't even think about doing nothing for the culture now that we see that you're not cultural. That's like Saw changing his name to Paul, trying to convince me that he's with it shit now. You was just persecuting people who believed in this. But now all of a sudden you had a unique ideal to take over and tell people that God said that you could be Christians. I'm just gonna put that on you, man. You do your research, man. When you look into your Bibles and you read it, you understand that the person who was persecuting the people who get out that food, boy, put that food down, boy. Put it down. You know how the kids get when the food be, put that food down. Anyway, it's a corporate takeover type of situation. Now you done been busted. God's plan came through and showed you was a liar. And now God is on top and y'all trying to create a narrative that this dude is doing it for us, how stupid do you think we are? The man told you, hey, Drake, they're not slow. He told you this, but still y'all coming with this, and you listen to the DJ Academics and Flacco. Flacco's from Africa, bro. Do you know at America that the African people are even prejudiced against us? They've been told that we are lazy. Maybe they got that from the same people who told Academics about us. I don't know who's telling these folks about us, but we don't give a fuck. What we do give a fuck about is y'all playing with us. You're not finna play in our face. That's one thing y'all need to know about foundational black African Americans. You're not gonna be able to play in our faces with that BS. But I had the opportunity to go on a podcast and give my point of view, and the podcast is from, the podcast is from across seas where Drake is from, man. Let me see. Do I get to my shorts? How do you get to the clips on this joint? Okay. How do you get to clips on here? Anyway, you're not going to be able to play in our face with all that, man. And for the people who choose to believe that narrative, you go ahead and believe that narrative, man. You go ahead and continue to believe everything, and then folks is trying to sell you on that side. We ain't buying it, man. You know what I'm saying? But what you can buy from over here is, man, some of this Rap Hustle merch, man. If you love to support what we got going on, man, get you some of this Rap Hustle merch, man. Maybe some of this Skye clothing, man. You know what I'm saying? Some of this, Trent City's Minnesota gear, man. If you want to buy something, man. Or if you just want to donate, hey, hit the Cash App, $ New Global. That's the marketing company, New Global Marketing. Send a donation, man. Just to show you a token of our appreciation, to give thanks for the commentary that we have here. But I'm looking for this interview. I'm going to find it. Just bear with me. I don't want lives. I want clips. Do anybody know how to get to the clips on the YouTube page? You know what? I'm going to do it like this. Go out of that. Go here. Bing, bing, bing. Anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think about Proffesor Skye's theory on the the cultures within hip hop, and why Drake is in the position he's in. If you want to watch the whole thing. Make okay, your clips. There we go. Boom. All right. There we go.
Rico.
What's going on? All right, let me bring this on the screen for you. Shout out to anybody who's watching this. I'm not looking at the numbers. I'm not looking at the chat. Can't see anything right now. But I will be checking it in a minute. If you new here, if you grew here, man, give a shout out to what city, what state, what country you in from, because, we worldwide with this, man. You know what I'm saying? We on different platforms, so if you on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, salute to you. Thanks for stopping in. Come back, subscribe, get notifications when we go live. If you want to get an interview or something, I'm trying to figure what I'm doing. Okay, go there with that beat. I'm not using the usual platform, StreamYard, because, again, people that try to use you and, benefit off of your pockets and stuff, You know, when I first started using StreamYard, it was $19 a month. I felt like that was reasonable enough for what I'm doing because I'm a pro at OBS, what you see right now. A lot of people can't do OBS. I could do OBS, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all stuff can look like that. I could do whatever I want to do when it comes to this live, man, because I'm good at this. We practice this, we research, we do a lot of things, man. This is the rap hustle, not the cap hustle. So we ain't capping on nothing that we doing around here, Captain. Remember that. Anyway, get to my video source, go online, put this code in as opposed to that code, paste that, bang, pull that whammy, damn it up like jammy.
What's going on, man?
All right.
Let me
ask first. Put it on there.
Okay.
Pause that. Bring this back. All right, transition into that, and then let it ride.
What's going on, man?
Let me ask you first
Okay.
on this battle. Are you a fan of both artists, or are you just a Kendrick fan, or just a Drake fan?
I am a fan and a supporter and a historian of hip hop. I enjoy good music. I love Drake's music. You know what I'm saying? I don't ride around listening to Drake and none. If I had to choose between both of them, Kendrick Lamar is the person who I listen to more between the both. But I'm unbiased.
Rico,
What's going on, man?
let me ask you first
Okay.
on this battle. Are you a fan of both artists, or are you just a Kendrick fan, or just a Drake fan?
I am a
You said you're a.
Here's how to advertise on TV in 5 easy steps. Step 1, register.
To that. Go back to this. Go to this. Go to that. Transition back. And here we are. Let's get it cracking. Video source interaction B. Yeah, I'm caught with this thing, man. I get surgical with it, Drake.
hip hop.
All right, let me start it from the
Rico.
beginning again.
What's going on, man?
Let me ask first
Okay.
on this battle. Are you a fan of both artists, or are you just a Kendrick fan, or just a Drake fan?
I am a fan and a supporter and a historian of hip hop. I enjoy good music. I love Drake's music. You know what I'm saying? I don't ride around listening to Drake and none. If I had to choose between both of them, Kendrick Lamar is the person who I listen to more between the both. But I'm unbiased. And this move with this lawsuit it's a funny timing to come after you lose the battle, because I think if he would have won the battle, we wouldn't be here. But I'm also on his side with that because I don't like the industry. So if it brings the industry crumbling down, I'm cool with that because I'm all for independence anyway. I feel like it's the industry influence that has us at this point right now. That has, because they marketed artists who were really not favorable in our community for rap, for instance, like Sexy Red. She's the best female rapper for real. When we got female rappers out here like Raspity, 3D, 9T, and a whole host of females that really put lyrics together. lyrics. It ain't because you make a good song that I can dance to in the club. And with this battle thing, the defamation is crazy because, first of all, in a rap battle, which is the reason why hip hop is popular, because it started off with people battling on the mic in the parks, and it just so happened to get to the clubs. And a rap battle is all about who becomes the victor and whose image becomes diminished. So when you choose to get in a battle, you're either going to be the winner or you're going to be the loser. And the people are going to look at the loser funny. So what I'm paying attention to is the majority of the kids who grew up during this time who have been fans of Drake, they are fans of Drake. They're not fans of hip hop. They have no idea what hip hop really is. So when Drake engages in a rap battle without understanding that shit could be said that's going to diminish your character, that's what the fuck a battle is about. So the moment that you antagonize somebody into a battle and that person tells you, okay, let's keep it a friendly fade and not bring family into it, and you say, nigga, I'm with Whitney, I heard it was Dave Freeze. And then this nigga said, okay, well, since you aiming at my family, let's meet the Grams, nigga.
Yeah.
And now, because I humiliated you, I'm defaming your character, but you just called me a domestic violence. You say I'm beating on my wife. You telling me that my partner been fucking my girl and got a baby by her that I have to raise.
You got to watch the F-bombs.
Oh, my bad. What you saying all this about me, but then because what I'm saying looks more like your character than what you're saying about me, because if you want to be honest about that domestic violence situation that they was talking about in Miami, and you really do the add up, Kendrick was in Las Vegas, yes, on Memorial Day, but he had a show at another hotel. And P. Diddy was at the Hard Rock Cafe that day.
Yeah.
And the girl who said that shit at first said, no, I'm not going to say whose name it is because I don't want to get in trouble. But then she said, you know what, okay, I'm going to say the name, and then just threw Kendrick Lamar's name out there. Why would you say you don't want to be in trouble if you ain't scared of Kendrick Lamar? But now that we know that Diddy was there, and now we seen the video of Diddy beating Cassie in a hotel, but y'all still want to go with the narrative that he's beating on his wife. You don't have no proof of that. Now and here's the thing.
Hold on. We also don't have any proof of Drake being any kind of child sniper neither.
Exactly. That's what I was about to say. Kendrick never said Drake was a pedophile. Kendrick said, Baca's got a weird case. Why is he around? And then because you call your crew the certified lover boys, he's basically saying since Baca is a part of your crew and he is suspect of being a pedophile, I'm going to use that against Baca. He's part of your family. I came at your family. You came at mine. Everybody is off motherfucking limits. Everybody's on the radar. So now
very semantic.
He never said, Drake, you a pedophile. He said, I heard you like him young, just like Drake said, I heard that son was Dave Free. It's the same shit. It's hearsay. I heard you like him young. Your boy a pedophile. If you are a superstar rapper like you are in a position that you are in, you know that having people like this are a liability to you. So if this is your boy and you shouting him out after he got out of jail for this type of shit, and you riding with him and he riding with you, then you got this guy top 5 who just got out of jail for killing a teenager, I guess. If he didn't do it, then why are you running around here acting like you did it? And act like you got away with some shit. That's not nothing cool to be rapping about. A teenager lost his life, nigga. Nobody's scared of you because you killed a teenager. That's the question. But then you talking about, thank you, Drake, I'm Drake's top shooter. Bro, that shit ain't looking good for your boy over there, bro. And it ain't that we hating on Drake. His character has came out. Just like Joe Budden said, bro, you've been sleazy behind the scenes. That's why people don't like you, bro. You could be cool with somebody and find out that they ain't shit and not fuck with them no more. That don't mean you hating. I just don't fuck with you.
You gotta watch the F-bombs.
Oh, my bad. I'm just passionate about it.
I know, but you're listen, you're cooking, bro.
Yeah,
okay.
But I don't think that he's wrong.
I want to pause that for a moment. I want y'all to understand, man. You hear me talking like that because this is real rap with Rico the Plug, man. And if they strike me, man, I'm not here for that, man. I'm trying to move my people over here, man, to the raphustle.com. If you're an artist, model, entrepreneur, content creator, just somebody who loves hip hop and wants to get it in its purest form and understand what it's about, sign up for the raphustle.com, create you a hustler's profile page, and let's hustle together. I guarantee you it looks good on your phone, it looks good at home, and we made it look good so that we all look good. You can tell that we care about what our platform looks like. If you like what you see, subscribe to our YouTube, follow us on Instagram, Facebook, all these social media. We are using it for marketing. If you would really like to support us, hit the Cash App, $ New Global, because we have a new way of marketing, a new global marketing. Yeah, we serious over here, man. We taking it back into our hands because it's our culture and it's our call. Shout out to the hip hop fraternity. This is for real. Ain't nothing fake over here. Ain't no Draking over here, fam. Ain't nothing fake, no Drake. Yeah, I like the way that sound. Y'all like the way that sound, leave a comment, but let's get back to it. You hear me cussing and you're going to continue. I'm going to continue to speak the way I speak because I'm passionate about it and I know what the hell I'm talking about. So let's keep it going.
Anybody has the right to sue anybody that they feel done wrong.
Building your online business? Go to Wix.com and set up your store on a...
But to try to make it seem like you're trying to save the game now when you benefited from the same practices, that's weird. That sounds manipulative and you being fake. And then your dad blasting Navy SEAL badge, like what you gonna send a Navy SEAL at people because they have an opinion about this bullshit that's affecting a culture that we created, that we benefited from, and now here's the guy who's on top for a while trying to topple the whole system. I'm cool with that because I look, if you're an independent artist out there, independent is the way to go. When I first was loving Drake, it was before he signed with Cash Money. And I swear I was over here praying like, bro, please don't sign. You are in a position. He was in a position to prove to the world that you could be an independent and be as successful as he is now.
Yeah.
But then you signed to the machine. You signed to the machine because you chose to engage in a battle and you diminished your image in that battle. And now the folks can't get their money back. Now we had a shoe ready to drop, man. We would set you up to be like the Michael Jordan of hip hop, and you went and you antagonized this guy in the battle. Oh no, you ain't gonna run away from this one. Come on with it. And then the man said, okay, well we can keep it a friendly fade. Just don't bring my family into it because he knew he was gonna do it.
Yeah.
And he did it. Well, his fault. It's all his fault.
Okay. Points were made. Anybody have any rebuttals or anything right now?
I kind of do, and I agree with a lot of the points that he made, but
before I let this guy get his rebuttal off, I was watching their podcast the other day, man, and this man said something to the fact that saying that Kendrick Lamar and the rappers that he was up against hating on Drake because he was light-skinned, bro. Light-skinned, bro. I wanted to sock him through the fucking... Like, what are you talking about, bro, with the handlebar mustache, bro? Who are you? And what are you talking about? You don't even know how offensive that is. You're not even black making a comparison between dark-skinned and light-skinned black men as if that's something for you to joke about, bro. We ain't just talking about, bro, white comedians should never make comedy about something that they really don't understand because they're going to put themselves in a position where they're going to get hands and feet put on them. Because like I told y'all earlier, One thing about us over here, bro, you not finna play in our face, fam. That shit might be cool for you on the other side of them screens. But when you run into somebody like me or somebody who really care about this and they get an opportunity to just hit you in your mouth without even saying nothing to you, you don't even know what you got hit in your mouth about, bro. But that's how y'all making people feel, man, with this commentary. Academic know what he doing. That's why he traveled the way he traveled, but he gonna run across somebody who don't care about his security. Trust that. But one thing I know about all them cats like academics as planted in the culture to help them with their narrative, like Professor Scott say, just make sure that he's on top and not the foundational black people who created this. Y'all got them feds working with y'all. Period, point blank. That's why you tough like that. That's why you out here with your chest out, beating it like this. But bro, some people don't give a fuck about going to jail. Remember that. Let's keep it moving now.
What I do want to point out is, when have you ever seen a song with the word PDF in it multiple times, super mainstream on the radio?
When have you ever seen a song with the word nigga in it? Super played every fucking word.
Often.
So you talking to us over here in America? If we can play,
but
nigga,
I said,
you could be a PDF.
No. You see how he had to flip it to something totally different? Like, you did not answer the question, bro.
It's the same thing. If it's a derogatory word,
no songs.
That's not the same. That's not the same.
You think that's the same thing, bro?
That's not the same. You're putting an allegation on somebody that usually would put somebody in jail for. People would put somebody in jail for. That's a whole different thing.
That's the defamatory aspect, and I agree. He did say things about about Kendrick and his wife and stuff, and Kendrick could argue that's defamation to an extent, but PDF is like, that's a crime.
Well, I'm gonna tell you,
that's an actual like defamatory crime. Like,
it actually is not, because you got to think about it like this: in the community, the LGBTQ and pedophilia community, they use the word pedophile all the time. In Congress, they use the word pedophile. Pedophile is not considered a cuss word. It's still not.
See, what they didn't understand when I asked them about that word nigga and pedophile is the fact that nobody is up in arms about us calling each other niggas and bitches. But because Drake was called pedophile, which is a derogatory statement, obviously if you're saying that, oh, you hearing it on the radio, well, nobody has ever put it in a song. But it's not an illegal word to say it on the FCC regulations. Facebook and FCC is two different things. Facebook is regulating it like that because if we can put all these rules and stipulations in it for not to pay you for bringing all this access to our platform, then we gonna do that. But the word pedophile, they speak that in the word in Congress. You see it on the news. How you think you learned the word? But if it's such a, oh, he called me a pedophile, bro, first of all, if you didn't do it, what's the problem? You can't be convicted of something that they don't have no evidence with. What you crying about? Are you really up in arms because they might find out about you? That's what it seems like. You trying to protect something like, oh, you called me a pedophile. You know, something that I thought nobody knew. And now people are looking at me like a pedophile. If they get to digging, I might be a pedophile. That's the only way you would be offended by that, bro. Especially after calling somebody's wife a whore that sleeps with his best friend and business partner, whose kids ain't even his, that he's forced to take care of while he continues to beat her ass. And then you want her to shake her ass for you and then shake her ass for free when you out here buying all these purses for imaginary wives that you don't have. Well, you do got a few wives out here, man. Academics. Seem like Maul wants to be one of your wives. Seems like you got a lot of wives out here, man. This guy with the mustache, with the handlebar mustache, bro. He could be one of your wives too. But let's keep it going. I like Friday. Friday cool. I ain't like that dude with that light skin, dark skin comment though, bro, the other day. And y'all sitting there, dark-skinned black men from UK, from Canada, laughing with him about it. See, over here, he'd have been socked in his mouth for that, bro. I don't give a fuck. Sue me, bro. I'm beating your ass about that. That's why he wouldn't be nowhere around me. That's how we get down over here. If you flaw, you're nowhere around, bro. Why you think Nipsey Hussle punched that dude in his mouth that day at the awards, man? The cameraman that was talking slick to him, bro. Fuck that, nigga. Sue me. Who the fuck is you talking to, bro? That's our attitude that we carry. If you don't understand the attitude and you don't want to deal with that attitude, get the fuck out the car. You not like us. If you knew and understood that, you wouldn't be so disrespectful. If he knew and understood that, Drake wouldn't be as disrespectful as he was. To think that he could run around here doing that and fly out to Canada and stop people from coming to Canada so they can't do nothing to him. Asshole shit, bro. Get your bitch ass down somewhere. Let's keep it moving on.
But do you ever
It's still
see
not
it?
a cuss word. It's not a cuss word.
Oh my god.
On YouTube, can you say that word freely?
Yeah, I'm gonna.
But YouTube is a different monster.
Yeah,
But you see how on YouTube, when they allowed the copyright, like they removed the copyright for Kendrick Lamar stuff, they allowed that word to be just thrown freely. This is their same artist. This is not two man's battle rapping in a park. This is a company that represents two artists that's supposed to have both of their best interests at heart. Now, keep in mind, when 50 Cent and Ja Rule beefing, both of them UMG. You know what I'm saying? So this has happened before, but it's never been to an extent where it's been this defamatory.
Let me tell you how stupid this argument sound to me. On YouTube, you can listen to the song on YouTube and the word pedophile is on the song on YouTube just like it's on the radio. What are you talking about, bro? Like I just told you a minute ago. The only reason why you can't say it on YouTube as a content creator is because they find all kinds of stipulations to stop from paying you. They get to keep all the advertisement dollars. I could be getting 1 million views for this, but because I said fuck bitch shit and all that other stuff, man, they gonna flag me to where they're gonna demonetize me to where, yeah, I can keep going live, but I'm not gonna get paid. So that's why I'm not interested in this platform paying me like that. I don't do this to get these numbers up so that I can get a check from YouTube. I do this so I can get these people who understand that we have our own platforms. We have our own social sites that we can do this shit on. And we can say what we want to say. We can express ourselves the way we want to express ourselves. So I'm fishing over here, fam. I don't give a fuck if they monetize me or not, bro. But y'all can subscribe so that you can continue to get this good content. Most importantly, sign up for theraphustle.com. Create a Hustler's profile page where you can share your videos, share your music, and share your expression and your thoughts without being demonetized, or whatever. And just be yourself, man, because that's what hip-hop is all about, being yourself. So, yeah, like I'm saying, man, these folks, they not like us. They have no understanding. They really just got, because of Drake, they really have an opportunity to be like, yeah, we hip-hop. So a lot of these podcasters and stuff, they really don't understand the real dynamics of what hip-hop is about and why Drake is was cooked for Thanksgiving. So now you get a chance to learn. Hip-hop's 50 years old. We in the teaching business now. If you don't know where you came from, you won't know where you're going. Let's keep it going.
And I don't know why mans are trying to defend the labels. Like, he's not suing Kendrick Lamar. He's suing a multi-billion-dollar company that purposely has created schemes and manipulated different communities by propping up certain images, certain ideals. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's not act like UMG has the best interest.
For him? Didn't they do the same thing for him? It's called marketing. I do marketing. It's called marketing.
So wait, what did they do? They inflated Drake's numbers?
When any time Drake came out with a Scorpion, you seen the campaign everywhere. You ain't see nobody else stuff but Drake. What's the problem?
Well, as someone was saying, like the system works for you until it doesn't, and then you're gonna be like, okay, well now that I'm not benefiting, like let me expose it. You know, I think it's better to expose the system than just allow it.
That's like snitching now. See, this is what people is calling him a snitch, because if you choose to sell drugs and you know the rules to this, and then you decide now that I'm caught, it's not benefiting me no more, so let me tell on everybody else.
No, I think it's more like
this is
they
why
had a
people,
system
this is
working.
why people are saying that's not hip hop, because if it benefited you, okay, cool. See, the reason I heard he's doing it is because he wants to renegotiate with them, but because of his image being down low, now they're trying to lowball him in the negotiation. So if you really are serious about you don't like what they're doing, then you wouldn't even be trying to renegotiate with them, especially being at this status. You would be like, you know what, I could go 100% independent, and all my fans are going to buy everything that I drop directly towards me. But I think the problem with UMG came in when he dropped that 100 gigs for your head top, and they like, whoa, bro, you ain't bring that through the right thing. And then that's when he realized, I'm the slave. I'm the slave that Kendrick.
But you don't think Drake is trying to get? But you don't think Drake is trying to go independent right now, and that's why he's suing UMG?
Why would he be trying to renegotiate for more money?
Why would he be dropping his music for free on Instagram?
He can't.
He's been doing that though.
See, here's the thing: they own his likeness. Anything he does, they have to get paid off of it. You signed that deal. You said, "Yeah, I'm going with this deal." So, bro, if you go online and go live, we need to get paid off that, bro. We own your likeness. If you get in the mirror and sing in your phone, bro, we need to get paid off that. We own your likeness. They don't own Kendrick's license. They only got a license to deal with Kendrick. They have no reason to inflate Kendrick's numbers because Kendrick's getting all his money. Drake, we have every reason to inflate your numbers, because if you look good in this battle, then these shoes that we are about to drop are going to sell out.
So
it doesn't make sense.
I want everybody I want Yachty and you, Rico, to make your last points on this right here, because I got a bunch of people that are waiting in the queue.
I appreciate you, for sure. Well, I just want to tell y'all, man, keep doing what y'all doing, man. Whether you a Drake fan or not, bro, the lawsuit that he bring up, it looks weird. It would be dope if he was really doing that at a time where he didn't win a rap battle. Then it would be like, oh yeah, that's dope, because the top guy is now trying to topple the system. But it looks like you're only doing it because you lost this battle and you feel like Kendrick Lamar is up and you thought that you was going to be the one to win. You remember on the last song when he said, "You're dead, you're dead, you're dead."
Yeah.
That didn't work out for him. It didn't work out for him. And now he's mad about it. That's what it looked like to the rest of the world. You can love him or hate him. It is what it is, bro. Regardless why, if he in his hearts of hearts really feel like he's doing it to go up against the system, kudos to him. But for the rest of us, it looked like, yeah, nah, you mad because you lost that fight. Now you want to tell on everybody.
Plug your podcast. Where is it? When does it drop? And
right now, I'm doing randomly because I'm trying to get my numbers up, man. But what I'm really about helping to promote independent artists, models, and entrepreneurs. I really like to.
Have you ever tried to flip houses only to find out it wasn't quite as easy as they promised? The truth is, it is possible to
promote their music and interview them type of people. But you can follow me at Rico_the_plug on Instagram. My podcast is Real Rap with Rico the Plug on the Rap Hustle. And I have a platform, theraphustle.com. Hype Magazine, affiliate. Actually the CEO of the Hip Hop Fraternity Minnesota. If you're not familiar with the Hip Hop Fraternity, get familiar with it.
Oh.
And we do appreciate our brothers on the other side of the pond, man. I am really interested in finding the real artists that's coming from y'all neighborhoods that really represent what they really do, so we can really cross these bridges together and not make this ain't a Toronto versus United States thing. Drake is a crybaby, bro. That's how it looks to us, bro. You picked a fight with somebody, you got your ass whipped, now you mad at the world. Hey, you shouldn't have never picked that fight, bro.
But he didn't even pick the fight. That's the thing. He didn't even pick the fight.
He picked the fight.
Hey, look, man. I hadn't heard that dude voice not once until he said that, bro. And that shit was hilarious hearing it, bro. I wanted to laugh in his face and be like, who the fuck said that? Like, that nigga sound like somebody off a motherfucking, what's that wizardry show called? Damn, what's the name of that show, baby, that you like? With the little wizard dude. The movie. I'm not sure what you're talking about, man. Oh, man, with the wizards and all that stuff.
Harry Potter?
Harry Potter. This dude sound like somebody off of Harry Potter. Listen to his voice, baby. That dude sound crazy.
He picked. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you why he picked the fight. When he went and did that interview with Marcellus at ESPN and was talking bad around them dudes about Kendrick Lamar, not knowing that Marcellus knows Kendrick Lamar and them, and then you call and tell them not to put that video out there, but Marcellus let his people know how greasy. He let his people know how greasy he was talking about him. So if I get word that you talking bad about me behind my back, bro, I'm not finna be emotional about it. I'm finna set your ass up. And that's what Kendrick did, nigga. And he was scared for years, and then he got to the peak where he felt like, fuck it, I'm finna do it.
All right, but wait,
and he jumped out that window. Oh, my bad, I keep cussing. He jumped out the window without no parachute and crashed. It's over with. He's dead, he's dead, he's dead. Salute to y'all, man.
Salute, brother.
Keep doing what you're doing. I'm gonna keep plugging in. Thank you for letting me on Friday.
Big up yourself, same way, bro. Big up yourself.
And listen, before you go, if you want to find out about any hip hop in the city, right? Toronto and all over Canada, go through our catalog. Go through the interview section or the interview playlist. You will find dozens and dozens and dozens of artists. Okay, like
I think y'all should bring them up there and really do interviews with them, man, and really kind of, because y'all got a good platform that a lot of us over here are paying attention to because of this beef. See, that's the good thing that came out of this beef. We got to connect with people in Toronto and see how they really feel about it. And you know what I'm saying? Now let's keep this bridge going. And it's all for the greater hip hop, man. If you can't stand the heat, stay the fuck out the kitchen now. My bad. I keep cussing. I'm a cusser. I apologize. It's the real rap with Rico the Plug, the rap hustle, not the cap hustle. Plug in and let's hustle together. www.theraphustle.com. Charge.
Yeah, so that's that. You know what I'm saying? It was good being on that podcast, man. I had to catch it when they was live, man, because I really want to tell the guy with the mustache about itself, but I'm going to be diplomatic, you know what I'm saying, a lot of times. It really didn't bother me that much, but when he said it, it was like, how the white man going to sit up here and pit the dark-skinned man against the light-skinned man? What is you talking about? But, I got a chance to get on live with him, man, and tell him how we feel for real. Because they was running the narratives. They like academics. They run with the narratives. But I'm going to tell you, if you continue to watch that, go watch it on they YouTube, We Love Hip Hop. Go finish watching that interview. By the end of that situation, the dude Friday was like, yeah, Drake, man, you need to be over here on our couch doing interviews with us. You in Australia. Yeah, man, like you looking real funny around here. Like they really started like, hey, you know what, man, fuck Drake. Yeah. So yeah, that was dope, man. But look, from the look of it, the spread is out there, man. The owl is cooked. Yeah, we have an OVO owl for Thanksgiving. Man, the festivities is on the tables. And the food looking good, man. I'm finna enjoy this happy Indigenous People Day. And thank God for giving us everything that we have to create our own destination, to fulfill our own destinations, and to bring our dreams and our wants into reality. Thank God for the internet, first of all, man. Thank God for these cameras. Thank God for these systems. Thank God for this mental that lets me know that I'm bigger than where I'm at. And thank y'all for watching. And if you're an independent artist, model, entrepreneur, content creator, just somebody who loves hip-hop, sign up for the raphustle.com, create you a hustler's profile page, and let's hustle